So in our next lesson, we're going to learn what deductive reasoning is. This is an important concept to know in geometry and in life. So I have a general definition or process of understanding what a deductive reasoning is. So with deductive reasoning, you essentially start with a general rule or principle. Now we're going to learn that what that really means is a fact, something that has been proven to be true. And then the next step, you apply it to a specific situation that you're trying to understand. And then the third step is to arrive to a certain conclusion that must be true because those first initial premises are correct. So number one and number two. So I have two really good examples here, and they're going to help you understand what deductive reasoning is. So we're going to start with the first one. Before I even get to this, I want to help you understand why you might use deductive reasoning. Let's say you're just trying to determine or figure out if whales are warm-blooded. It's just a thought that you have in your head. You're trying to prove if that's potentially correct. So you would start with the first premise or the general rule. The way I like to think of it, it's a fact that we know. We know that mammals are warm-blooded. After you know that fact, then you think to yourself, okay, a whale, we know that another fact we know is that a whale is a mammal. So if those two premises, those two facts are correct, then the conclusion must also be correct. So therefore, a whale is warm-blooded. Another example I have here is the first one. Again, remember, this is the first premise. This is the first fact that you know. You say that all birds have feathers. So that's, to some degree, that's accepted as fact. We know that all birds have feathers. And then we're trying to determine, does a robin have feathers? So our next fact that we know is that a robin is a bird. So we have two premises. Now we know those two premises are correct. From what we know and understand, they're both correct. Therefore, if those two premises are correct, the conclusion must also be true. A robin has feathers. So what you need to understand with deductive reasoning is we start with a general rule, something that's general, not very specific. And then we arrive at a conclusion that is specific about a situation that we're trying to understand. So try to use this in your life. Try to think about times when you may want to use deductive reasoning. It's important in geometry, as we'll realize in the future as we go on with our studies. But I hope this lesson was helpful. I always found this a little bit confusing, but I think now I do understand it well, and I hope that I've helped you guys understand it a little bit better. If you want to rewatch this video, watch it multiple times. I do have another interesting video about inductive reasoning, which is the opposite of going from a specific situation or a specific rule to a more general concept. So you can see that in my videos. I'll try to post it here as well. If this was helpful to you and helped you understand what deductive reasoning is, please like the video, comment, and subscribe.